This is incredibly not good for one man. The Yellow Freight Trucking Company is currently filed for bankruptcy. And they used to offer, after 30 years of employment, a full pension. A man who is in his 27th year of employment just found out this week that they will no longer be honoring that. And he is, it's less than 3 years away from receiving a full pension for the rest of his life. And instead, he has now been informed that they will match like 25% more to his 401k or something. Don't quote me on this. I'm not a newsman. But yeah, that happened to a man this week in America.
I mean, like the pension, when you sign the contract to get the job, the pension is in the contract.
Yeah.
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, how do you just decide 27 years later, like, we're not going to honor that anymore? It's when I got this job,
there's no money
signed on, this was part of the deal. Well, right. I mean, that's it. But like,
it's your fault, not my fault.
Yeah,
I did my 27.
Let me ask you a question, JDub. This guy is when you said it's a trucking company, so he's a truck driver, correct?
Yeah, I believe he's a long haul trucker.
Yeah. So this guy works 50 weeks out of 52 weeks a year for 27 years. I'm getting a Peterbilt. You ever see the ones that like pull wheelies and like do the truck pulls in like Kentucky where this bro's
Optimus
from?
Prime.
I'm running that thing directly through the home of whoever had to, shut this company down because he was being a scumbag.
Yeah, whoever got
Peterbilt's
their
going right through the front door.
Yeah,
whoever got the bonus because they no longer have to pay pensions.
Yeah.
And JDub, I'm guessing you saw the video too, right?
He was very upset. Obviously.
He was hot.
Now
I love the guy in the background who's like the HR shill who's just like just has to sit there and take it. And every once in a while I'll be like, no, as I was saying, and this guy is like, he's not listening to what this fella's. And I give the HR guy credit. He keeps trying to interject. I would have been gone. I would have run.
Yeah. Exactly.
I had a similar thing happen in front of me, but on a much lower scale. So I worked for a cold storage company. You could accumulate all your PTO, your sick time. You didn't have to use it. It would all roll over.
No end of the year cancellation rolled.
None of that. You could roll up. So there was a guy there who was an upper manager who had at the time like 6 months worth of PTO vacation all saved up, had never used it after all these years.
Could take the half a year off and get paid.
Right. Yeah. And he probably made like close to 80,000. So they get bought out. We have like this big meeting, and in front of him, he's told that like 1 week will be honored. And he's like,
my God.
Yeah. And he's like, well, what about like the time you have saved up? And she's like, unfortunately, like we're only going to accept over like, it was like 40 hours. We would accept.
Unfortunately, everyone in this room dies. What are you talking about? Unfortunately, I kill everyone.
I watched the man lose $40,000. And I was just like, oh my, because I had only worked there for like a year at the time. Didn't affect me, but I watched like an upper management guy be like, I came to work every day, and for it, I now lose. He's like, I should have just taken my vacations.
Did you offer to peg him? Shout out to the Tuesday show. Did you offer to peg him?
Me and Jamie came to his house, tried to just rail the pain out of him.
Yeah, hold on. You got to remember, you got to ease it in, right? You got to ease it because it hurts.
Sure. Unlike the 6 months of vacation time you just lost, I'm going to slowly enter your anus.
Dude, this poor bastard. Bro, that is awful. That's
27 years.
That's a night. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Also, like, we're gonna honor 40 hours. Like, I legitimately have like 3,600 hours. I have 4,000 hours.
I have 52 more times that.
Yeah.
I agree with Matt. That's cruel and unusual punishment. That should be banned by the Constitution.
Well, also the thing is that there's no repercussion for the bigwigs that are doing this.
Nope.
That is such like that's the thing that's the worst is that there's no way this guy can fight back against them, and it's that's what's the worst thing about it. Where it's like if he could take these bastards to court or whatever, more power to him. And I think if a jury of his peers, I think the jury of his peers would side with him. You know what I mean? Like you'd hope at least. But this guy, I mean, just the fact that there's no repercussion for just literally like this is like they abuse
for being the best employee, doing the right thing for 27 years.
Yep. That just tells everybody else, dude, don't work hard. Don't show up at your job. It's not worth it. They're going to screen it. Like this guy, like he did the right thing. Watch, man.
Did the right thing his entire life.
Yeah.
There was another one, very similar and real quick. There was a guy who like worked at Burger King for, I don't know, 10 years, never missed a shift.
Was he slow?
He was. Like, he was a nice gentleman, but he came to work every day and he did a good job for a very long time.
Right.
And for it, they gave him like a watch,
A helmet,
like something, and like people saw it online and they started to GoFundMe for him.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And he ended up getting like $40,000.
Nice.
And then he bought comic books.
Yeah, I mean, but he enjoyed it.
Here's a few fun facts. The CEO of Yellow Freight, Daryl Hawkins, annually makes $1.27 million per year, and all of the Teamsters went on strike 2 days ago. So now, Yellow Freight is looking at bankruptcy.
And that
union
I said that earlier. He's going to go bankruptcy because you can't do shit. He's going to do bankruptcy.
The Yellow Freight union lines up very closely with UPS's, and you'll find that when Yellow Freight, which they just went on strike, UPS is probably going to follow suit shortly.
Not far afterwards.
Wow.
Hey, anybody with a brain in their head that looks and sees what's happening with Yellow Freight, I don't care if it's UPS, FedEx, any other union. Oh, we're going on strike right away. Because if I'm a guy who has 20 years in the game in that company, and I saw just what happened to my guy, oh no, all of us are going on strike right now.
Also, though, like, what's his pension? 80 grand, 95 grand, 110 grand. CEO makes 1.27 a year since 2018.
Yeah.
So, like,
give me it out of your paycheck.
Yeah.
Give me out of your paycheck.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Screw this. No, I could not agree more. And that CEO definitely doesn't work even half as hard as that other guy. So let's keep dude.
No, he's never pissing a Gatorade bottle in a Peterbilt.
Yeah. So nice. All right.
Or had a lot lizard.
I mean, maybe he has. You don't know. Shout out.